You're watching NDTV. I'm Maha Siddiqui. Our top story at the moment. Congress MP Rahul Gandhi launched a sharp attack in Parliament on Prime Minister Narendra Modi, linking him to Adani Group chairman Gautam Adani. He alleged that several deals went to the group due to the proximity of Gautam Adani to Prime Minister Modi himself. The allegations were categorically rejected by the government. Law Minister Kiran Rijiju terming them wild allegations for which the Congress leader had no proof. All these details now from Parliament.
A day
after the Prime Minister brought up the Rafale deal on the election campaign in Karnataka, a sharp response from Congress leader Rahul Gandhi, who alleged that the Adanis used their proximity to Mr. Modi to get key Israeli defense contracts, a point rejected by the Law Minister.
Adani ji की डिफेंस में इंटरेस्ट देखिए, एल्बिट कंपनी के साथ हिंदुस्तान में अदानी जी ड्रोन्स बनाते हैं. ड्रोन्स को हिंदुस्तान की एयरफोर्स, आर्मी, नेवी के लिए रिफिट करते हैं. 4 डिफेंस की इनके पास कंपनीज हैं. यह काम इन्होंने कभी नहीं किया. स्मॉल आर्म्स, जिसमें टावर है जो हमारी स्पेशल फोर्सेस यूज करती है, आर्मी यूज करती है, जिसमें गलील स्नाइपर राइफल है, ये सब अदानी जी बनाते हैं.
यहाँ बहुत गंभीर मिनिस्टर हैं ये देश के. राष्ट्रपति का उद्बोधन को लेकर एक गंभीर चर्चा हो रही है. जो भी मेंबर कुछ भी बात करे विद फुल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑथेंटिकेट करे. और ये वाइल्ड एलिगेशन अपना एक सोच के आया है, बिना तर्क के ऐसे वाइल्ड एलिगेशन लगा रहे, एक कोई मतलब नहीं है सर. ये ऐसे नहीं बोल सकते और वो सर तर्क रखना पड़ेगा. अगर एलिगेशन लगा रहे हैं तो आपको पूरा डॉक्यूमेंट प्रूफ के साथ आपको रखना पड़ेगा. दे देंगे. आप ऐसे बातें नहीं देंगे.
On airports, Rahul Gandhi claimed that key facilities were handed over to the Adanis after rival companies were pressurized by agencies. BJP leaders pointed out that the process of privatization began with the Congress, which handed over airports to companies which were not experienced in the business.
India's most strategic, profitable airport, Mumbai airport, was taken away by GVK, hijacked by using the agencies. The agencies को CBI, ED का प्रयोग कर GVK पर दबाव डालकर हिंदुस्तान की सरकार ने उस एयरपोर्ट को अदानी जी के हाथों में कर दिया.
इनको मैं चैलेंज करता हूं, पूरी कांग्रेस पार्टी को चैलेंज करता हूं कि जीएमआर और जीवीके को कौन सा एयरपोर्ट चलाने का लाइसेंस जब दिया तो उनको उसका नॉलेज था. मैं चैलेंज करता हूं पूरी कांग्रेस पार्टी को. जब इन्होंने बिरला को बनाने का दिया, डालमिया को बनाने का दिया, टाटा को बनाने का दिया लाइसेंस, उस वक्त उनको कौन सा मोटर चलाने का अधिकार था सर. ये गलत बयानी कर रहे हैं. मेरा ये कहना है कि आप एलिगेशन प्रधानमंत्री के ऊपर लगा रहे हैं. आप पेपर दीजिए और कौन सा रूल भारत सरकार ने चेंज किया एयरपोर्ट में अडानी के लिए, वो ऑथेंटिकेट कीजिए. नहीं तो इस तरह की बात नहीं कर सकते.
It is very important that we remind Mr. Rahul Gandhi of the entire murky, corrupt linkage of your family and the records of corruption of your government. And your brother-in-law, Mr. Vadra, how he sought to misappropriate hundreds and hundreds of acres of land and got enormous benefit by facilitation of the state government of Haryana. And Rajasthan is too well known. He is suffering prosecution for that. Nearly 15 FIRs have been lodged. Then the coal scam of 2012, the Adarsh scam of 2012, the Commonwealth scam of 2010 and the 2G scam.
30 साल तक अमेठी के गरीब नागरिकों को ये बार बार कहा गया कि आपके लिए मेडिकल कॉलेज खोल देंगे. लेकिन आज अगर कोई अमेठी गया है तो जानेगा कि जिस धरती पर वो कॉलेज खोलने की बात कर रहे थे उस पर उस परिवार ने अपने लिए गेस्ट हाउस बनाया.
The key allegation made by Rahul Gandhi was that the Prime Minister struck deals for the Adanis during foreign trips. Mr. Gandhi was asked by government ministers, what about deals struck in Rajasthan between the Congress-run Gehlot government and the Adanis? Vishnu Shom for NDTV.
Well, a day of decline for markets, but sharp recovery in Adani stocks. Sakshi Bajaj brings us the details.
That's right, a day of marginal declines for the markets, with the Nifty and the Sensex ending the day around 0.3% lower. FMCG and auto stocks declined the most. Remember, fresh fears of a Fed rate hike emerge, and the spotlight is on the RBI policy tomorrow. The decision on the key lending rate and commentary for the future is going to be seen very closely as well. The rupee remained flat and also traded weak, remained above the 82 rupees to the dollar mark. Now, in stock-specific action, experts believe the prepayment to release pledged shares boosted investor sentiment for the Adani stocks. Prepayment to release pledged shares essentially means paying borrowed funds against these shares. And we can see gains and recovery for all those shares after 8 trading sessions. The stock of Adani Enterprises jumped as much as 25% and hit upper circuit. It also ended the day higher by over 15% at close. Adani Wilmar gained 5% and Adani Ports and SEZ gained nearly 2% in trade.
Meanwhile, one of the key allegations made by Rahul Gandhi on pressure from agencies to transfer the ownership of Mumbai airport to the Adani Group. My colleague Vishnu Shom spoke with Sanjay Reddy of GVK Group. Listen in.
Was there pressure on you in any way from the Adanis, for example, to sell to them?
Vishnu, there was absolutely no pressure from Adani Group or anyone else for us to sell Mumbai Airport. And let me explain the background to this transaction. Maybe a year before that itself, we were looking at fundraising because in our airport holding company, we had raised debt about nearly 10 years ago when we did the acquisition of Bangalore Airport. And that debt was becoming due. So we were talking to a number of investors and we had tied up with 3 investors, global investors. One is ADIA, second is PSP of the Canadian Pension Fund, and third is NIIF, who is the Indian country fund. And they together had agreed to invest in this company, which would help us repay the debt. However, they had a lot of conditions precedent, like any international investor would have. And after we signed the deal, then we hit COVID. For 3 months, the airport business was completely shut. And we had zero revenue. Obviously, that put more financial pressure on us. And so we were trying to work with them to conclude the transaction quickly, which was not happening. So around the same time, Gautam Bhai approached me and he said that he has a lot of interest in Mumbai Airport. And whether we are willing to do a transaction with him at the same terms and conditions. But the only difference being that he said he will assure that we'll conclude the entire transaction in 1 month.
Sure, but
which was very important for us.
The key allegation...
from that perspective, whatever we did was in the interest of the company and the lenders who we had to repay. And so therefore we closed the transaction with Adani because we didn't see any light of day with the other investor.
Let's move on now to some other stories. Trinamool Congress Supremo Mamata Banerjee held a road show and public rally in Agartala ahead of the Tripura polls on 16 February. She urged voters to dump the BJP Congress, the left, and choose the Trinamool Congress as an alternative. For Mamata Banerjee, Tripura has been a political jinx and she desperately wants to break that. Saurabh Gupta and Ratnadeep Chaudhary explain why.
A 6-kilometer-long roadshow in Tripura's capital, Agartala, by Bengal Chief Minister and TMC Chief Mamata Banerjee and her nephew and TMC's number 2, Abhishek Banerjee, as the party tries to regain a foothold in the northeastern state ahead of the election next week. A state unit of the TMC was formed in Agartala as early as 1999. In 2016, 7 Congress MLAs joined the TMC in Tripura. But a year later, they all joined the BJP.
বাংলাকে দেখে এখন সবাই বলে বাংলা মডেল কন্যাশ্রী আমার বিশ্বশ্রী হয়ে গেছে ইউনাইটেড নেশনসের পাবলিক অ্যাওয়ার্ডে ফার্স্ট নাম্বার 1 হয়েছে ইউনেস্কো হেরিটেজে ট্যুরিজম আমাদের ডেস্টিনেশন বেঙ্গলকে ধরেছে
One of those who joined the TMC briefly was Sudeep Roy Bormon, a veteran politician who has won elections continuously for over 2 decades.
तृणमूल फैक्टर नहीं है. कोई अगर वोट कटौती के लिए यहाँ पे मैदान पे उतारेंगे, जनता जनार्दन बहुत पॉलिटिकली सेंसिटिव है.
The BJP, which is looking to retain Tripura, has dismissed the TMC as a marginal player. With a week left for the polls, the big question, can Mamata Banerjee's campaign help the TMC in Tripura? With camera person Sanjay Chakrabarti and Ratnadeep Chaudhary in Agartala, Saurabh Gupta, NDTV.
Assam Chief Minister has spoken exclusively with NDTV on the crackdown on child marriage, says he wants to set an example and that the police have not violated any law. This as the government crackdown has seen protests at various police stations with women asking how they are expected to fend for themselves and their children as over 2,500 arrests have been made.
Dr. Sharma, you are busy campaigning for Tripura elections and in your state, your police is busy apprehending people who have cases against them of child marriage. How do you plan to now keep so many people who have been arrested in several cases?
You see, idea is not to keep them in jail. Idea is to show a demonstrative action that society is against child marriage. We have started clamping down. Our crackdown continues. So we have identified 4,000 cases, 8,000 accused, out of which around 4,000 are elderly citizens. We will let them go with a notice, but we will arrest at least 3,000 to 4,000 accused. Police has acted in accordance with the law. Police has not violated any provision of law.
Let's move on now to the Shraddha Walkar murder case. Aftab Poonawalla used a grinder to powder the bones of his live-in partner and her head, which was one of the last pieces which he threw away after 3 months, as per the Delhi police in its 6,600-page charge sheet. Welcome back. And New Zealand is set to become the member of the initiative, the International Solar Alliance. New Zealand Foreign Minister Mamata, who was in New Delhi, met with External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar. The International Solar Alliance is presently a group of 123 countries, an initiative that has been led by France and India. Let's move on now. And Kiara Advani and Sidharth Malhotra are officially married. The wedding was held in Suryagarh Palace near Jaisalmer in Rajasthan with only very close family and friends who were in attendance. And now the update that has come on social media with Sidharth Malhotra saying, "Ab hamari permanent booking ho gayi hai," seeking the blessings of their fans after their wedding.